Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so great to be here in Malaysia and to be with all of you. Your energy is incredible. And to be here and to see all of your beautiful smiles and to see all of your energy, it just inspires me to continue to work with Forever and develop great products so that we can continue to have the success that we're having. So thank you so much for having me here today. It is wonderful to have an opportunity to talk to you about something I'm extremely passionate about. And we have the opportunity to do something very special. We have the opportunity to change people's lives, to improve their health and their wealth. And there's very few people in the world who have that motivation. But that's why you're here today. Because really it boils down to two things in life. You want to look better and you want to feel better. That's why you take nutritional supplements. That's why you're so passionate about the products. And that's why the products continue to sell so well. Because Forever Living, the What Rex has built, is a product-based, product-focused business that gives you the opportunity to sell all over the world. As Greg talked about, you guys are going. That's right. So you have this opportunity to take these products and change people's lives, literally change people's lives, and help them build their businesses and have economic freedom. And all the while doing something incredible to give them more of what they want out of life. So today, they've asked me to talk to you a little bit about the standard at Forever Living. Now, Greg and I were talking quite a bit before, and one of the things that we get to see all the time is how incredible the manufacturing operation is. How many people here have actually seen Forever Nutraceutical or been to Ava? Not very many of you. Okay? We get to see it, I get to see it every single day. And I understand the standard that's there. As you're talking to distributors and potential distributors and people who will help you as you build your business, they have to understand that at Forever Living, we have a higher standard. The standard is much higher than the other competitors that are out there in the marketplace. Many people co-pack their products at other locations and don't even do their own manufacturing. At Forever Living, not only do we do our manufacturing, but we're completely and 100% vertically integrated on many of our products. So I want you to understand today the value and the power that you have of being a Forever Living distributor, and know that you have and you live up to a higher standard than the rest of the companies that are out there in this market. Now this is a picture of Forever Nutraceutical. It is one of the best in-class, world-class manufacturing facilities in the entire world. We have roughly 150 employees at that location, 80,000 square feet. It is best in class and can do over 1.5 billion tablets. 1.5 billion. Okay? And we have the capability of expanding that to 4 billion, up to 5 billion. Now who's with me on that? Who wants to build more tablets? Who wants to sell more product? Anybody out there? Yeah, you want to sell more product? We can do it together. Okay? We also can do over 15 million bottles and over 1.2 million cases. That's a lot of cases. Now, we talk about our competition, and as you sit in the living rooms and as you talk to potential distributors, I hope you understand the value of this model right here. You can see our competitors, in many cases, have to find somebody to do a farm. Okay? You have to go grow the aloe somewhere. So they're usually finding some farm somewhere. In many cases, our competitors don't even know where they're getting their products from. They just know they're getting some form of aloe. They don't have any involvement in cultivating it and harvesting it. They just know they're getting some form of aloe. Okay? Then they go to a processor who typically is also a broker. Now these guys are just middlemen who actually make more money on the product and don't do any value for the process. Then it goes to be manufactured. After it's manufactured, it's tested. In many cases, these are multiple different groups. And then, and only then, you have 4 people, 4 companies that have no real impact on the business, and then it goes to a distribution facility. And then it goes to your competitors. Okay? That's what's happening in a competition model. Look what's happening over here. At Ava, The way that Rex set up this model to begin with, he has the farm, he has the manufacturing, he has the testing, and he has the global distribution throughout the world all under one roof. That's what you have at Forever. That's what you have here. When you're talking to people about the difference of why they want to be a distributor for Forever Living, you have to understand the power of controlling the product from the very first seed that goes into the ground all the way through to the consumption of the aloe vera gel. It's incredible, and it's controlled the whole way through. And the Mon family has taken that to a whole new level. It's a higher standard here at Forever Living. Now, we want to go global, but our supply chain is global as well. We resource all the raw materials from all over the world to get the absolute best materials possible. We also follow a just-in-time program. This means that we have the raw materials shipped to us only when we need the materials, as opposed to stockpiling the materials, using up excess capital, excess space, and things that get old over time. We want to have the freshest product available possible. So we have our supply chain shipped to us just in time for us to manufacture. So we'll receive in our raw materials just in enough time so we can test them, make sure they're safe, pure, and effective for you, and then we manufacture them. So it's no longer a big storage of excess product that's been on our shelves for months and months and months. Typically, it's within 1 week of when we receive that product. Now, what happens when you put all these quality steps into the process? What happens to the manufacturing? A lot of people say, well, quality slows us down. I completely disagree. I've been doing manufacturing of nutritional products for over 20 years now. And if you will implement the right quality processes, you can increase your total output significantly because you change the opportunity for variation. You want to limit variation as much as possible. So you put the quality steps in the supply chain, you put the proper procedures in your manufacturing facility, and as we talked about before, making it simple, reproducible, right? That same model is true in manufacturing. You have to be able to reproduce things consistently every single time. And look what's happened. Over the course of the last 2 years, just at Forever Nutraceutical, we've increased the output with the same equipment 360%. That's what's increased. 360% more increase of output with the improved quality programs that we've put in at Forever Nutraceutical. Now, it all starts with GMPs. In America, we're regulated by the government to follow good manufacturing practices. This basically is a foundation principle that helps you set up how to manufacture a product so it's safe for the consumer to manufacture and consume. So I look at GMPs as this. It's a foundation, okay? It's like the footings of a building. It's nice, it's important, you have to have a good base to start a business, and that's what GMPs are. But at Forever Living, we have a higher standard than just having a foundation. Many of the competitors that you talk to will talk about GMPs and how they're so good on their quality. Well, yeah, they have a nice foundation, but at Forever Living, we have a higher standard. We have this type of a building with an incredible foundation, but with an incredible infrastructure with people who are better in all facets of the business, who care about quality, who care about being there for the distributors, who always consider what's in the best interest of the end consumer, and is that going to help them be a better person? Is that going to help them be a better distributor, a better mom, a better dad, better brother, sister? Is it going to help you be a better person? That's what the executives at Forever Living talk about. And it starts here, doesn't it? It starts at the top. When you have a quality, the highest standard, one of the greatest men I've ever met in my entire life is Rex Mon. Do you agree? Look at that smile. Look at that happiness. Look at the joy. Why is he so happy? Well, I hear time and time again people talking about, oh, it's hard. We only have 8 products. We can only sell these many products. We don't have all the products that are out there and available to us. Rex Mon started with 1 product, 1 country. He's in 150 plus countries. And he's doing over 3.5, 4 billion in sales worldwide. So you tell me about having only a few products. Because Rex said, I don't care about all of that details. I'm going to start with one, and I'm going to grow this business, and look what it's become. Look what you are here because of this man's dream and his vision. And that's the greatness that has started Forever Living, and that's the high standard that we all have to live up to because we want to be the very best. As Greg said, it's nice to be good, but it's the best to be great. And that's what we want to be. We have a higher standard. We want to go for greatness. And it starts here, and it trickles down all the way through. We want to also give you some perspective. One of the most elite manufacturing certification bodies in the United States is a group called NSF, a National Sanitation Foundation. Now, this is very important, so I want you guys to understand this principle. We have an independent auditor like NSF come into our manufacturing operation, and they go through every single process, every single detail from the raw material testing all the way through manufacturing, finished product testing. A lot of companies, many of our competitors try to get this certification or have gotten certification. Typically, it takes roughly about 60 days up to 6 months to get certified once you actually apply and they come out to your facility. Okay? 60 days, best case scenario, sometimes up to 6 months. Forever Living completed all of its certification in 30 days. We did it in half the time that the best companies in the world do it. So when you sit there and you talk to yourself, you say, wow, do I have a good company? Do I feel comfortable with Forever Living? 30 days, we completed the quality standards. We did it in half the time. We're not just good, we're great. While we were there, the auditor said, your company is at such a high level that we recommend that you go for what's called sport certification, so that the products that you actually manufacture could be officially approved for WADA and some of these other anti-doping and companies that show that there's no cross-contamination in the product. So athletes all over the world, including Olympic athletes, can take the product. It's one of the highest levels you can possibly get. We certified that in less than 30 days. This is our official certificate that actually showed our certification that we received for this NSF Sport and also NSF GMP certification. Where does it start? There's a backbone. It's a quality manual system, and it starts there, and it basically goes through all of our processes, every single one from start to finish. Again, you have to have a simple, replicatable product. You have to be able to have simple steps that everybody can do on a consistent basis so the product, when it comes to you, is the same every single time. Now, people are going to say, wait a second, Steve, but one time I got a product in, it was a little harder, a little different color. You're working with natural products. Do you guys like to use natural products, or do you like synthetic products? Natural products, right? Well, natural products are natural. They're going to vary. Okay? They're going to be a little bit different color sometimes. You have told us you want natural products. Rex has told us we want to have natural products, and so there is going to be natural variation. So when you see a little bit of a color change, or when you see a little bit of a hardness difference, or something along those lines, that is to be expected because nature changes a little bit, but the essence, the quality of the product has not changed. It's the same. But that's what we want. We want to have as natural a company as possible. So, quality systems, facilities, processes, personnel, supply chain, and testing are all at the top, highest standard in the world level. We have a world-class manufacturing operation, second to none. I wanted to give you, many of you haven't been to the facility, I'm going to give you kind of a little bit of the inside of the operation. We're going to kind of walk into the company. Every single raw material that comes in goes through inbound testing. Everything is tested for micro, for safety, purity, potency, efficacy. You want to make sure this product is exactly what it's supposed to be. We also do an identity test. Every single ingredient has a fingerprint. Just like each one of you have a unique fingerprint. Each ingredient has a specific fingerprint, and we have to make sure we're using that exact ingredient. Every single ingredient is measured and identified. Now, in addition to that, we do over 145 up to 300 individual different type of tests for quality for every single batch of product we do. So when you sit there and you think, well, we've got this nice little bottle of product and I'm going to ingest it and so forth, understand to make sure that that product is exactly what's on the label and is safe and pure and effective for you to have, we do this type of testing before it ever gets to you. Okay? When Greg talked about millions and millions of dollars of money that has been put in to the quality processes to make sure that we give you the absolute best product possible, he wasn't kidding. There's a tremendous amount of testing and analytical. Again, we want to make sure that that product is the absolute best it can be. Now, this is a process where we do our granulations. This is the pure honey, okay? This is a granulation process. I don't know if you understand this or not, but all of our processes are proprietary to Forever Living. They're highly confidential, they're very unique, and nobody in the world has them except for Forever Living, okay? It's very unique to Forever Living's full story. If you're talking about a unique selling proposition, what can you say that's different than everybody else's? Nobody has our formulas, nobody has our processes, nobody in the entire world except for Forever Living. Just to give you an idea, just for a second, this is what's called a V-blender, okay? If this was transparent and you showed the ingredients that went in there and you started to blend it, there's a time where after blending for a certain period of time, it becomes completely homogeneous. So you have a completely homogeneous blend, okay? If you continue to blend, then you can lose your homogeneous nature. You have to have a very specific window of time to blend each and every ingredient. Other companies don't have this sequence. They don't have the timing. Only at Forever do we have the secret recipes associated with these formulas to be able to make them as effective and potent as they are in the marketplace. Those are unique to us, and we should be proud of what we have. In addition to that, we have over 1.5, as we talk about, tablets per year that has the state-of-the-art compression technology. This does 3 tons pre-compression and 10 tons main compression. What that basically means to you is that gives you the best possible product you can possibly consume. In addition to that, we have pharmaceutical-type powder operation, which includes weigh-up, blending, and canning. It is absolutely incredible. High-speed bottling line. These are the same bottling lines that run all the pharmaceutical-type products all over the world. In addition to that, we have each one of the tablets is electronically counted by a laser going into the bottle. And lastly, all finished goods are tested against a very high specification to ensure that we have exactly what's on the label. We actually test the product for a full week before we ship it back out to you. So we actually test the raw materials, every single raw material. We test the inbound product as it comes in from a tablet, and then we test again at the finished goods stage. So 3 different stages constituting over 145 up to 300 tests to make sure you have the best product possible. Are you guys getting an idea of the type of standard that you have at Forever Living? Are you starting to understand the value of being associated with an incredible company like Forever Living that has had over 34 years of experience of doing nutritional supplements? This is different. This is much bigger than what you see here. This is a powerful tool that if you truly understand the value of it, will be able to help you and your groups sell more product and be able to be more successful if you truly understand and have the confidence of the great products that we have here. Now, after we do this, we actually have these robots that when you've been to the facility before, you actually see these going. They're neat, huh, CG? They're incredible. They actually automatically package every single bottle into the shipper, palletize it, put it on a pallet, send it out to you from a distributor standpoint. It's all done automatically. Now, I want to take you through, anybody ever taken Arctic Sea before? Yeah? Anybody like Arctic Sea out there? Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about Arctic Sea, but One of the things I think is really important, I'm going to take you inside the soft gel manufacturing facility, have you take a look at that. Look how clean the operation is. We only use FRP walls. We use antibacterial floors. Everything we do is to make sure we minimize any potential for cross-contamination. These are the gelatin liquefaction facilities. So we actually liquefy the gelatin, get it prepped and ready, so we make the outside of the soft gel. This is the liquefaction. You can actually see you can dump into a 300-liter stainless steel tank. This is all done in a pharmaceutical clean environment. After we get it ready and prepped, we actually create the soft gel. This is the actual soft gel machine. This is the back side. And you can see back here, this is the drying tunnels that it goes into. This is the actual soft gel machine itself. Actually creates the product. Right here you can see the web of the gelatin that's been prepared. It falls down into here. You have these injector hoses that actually put in the fish oil directly into the gelatin, makes the soft gel, and it comes out the bottom. See these little dies right here? What those are is the little pockets that actually make the soft gels themselves. Okay? Now, our machines actually have a laser that actually measures the gelatin. Unlike any in the world, this actually measures the millimeters of the gelatin to make sure it's precise and perfect so that the product that comes to you is exactly what it's supposed to be. Once it's finished, it goes onto these trays and goes through a dehumidification channel. After that, it's actually cleaned gently. So you take all the fish oil residue off the outside of the Arctic Sea. And then it's actually put through a sizer. This actually makes sure that the actual product size is what it's supposed to be. So it's not too big, it's not too small, it's not too round, so that it's a perfect size. So when it gets to you, the consumer, you actually get the exact product you're looking for. You see all these individual steps that we're doing, all the types of quality checks that are being done. This is what's happening. I know not all of you can be at Forever Nutraceuticals, so I thought I'd bring it to you and you could see it personally one-on-one. Does that give you a good idea of what Forever Nutraceutical can do? I hope so. I want to talk to you with a couple minutes that I have left. Talk to you about, back to what CG talks about. He has such a powerful concept. I hope you understand the powerful process of keeping things simple and reproducible. You've got to be what you want to call it, replicatable, reproducible. But this, if I were you, and I was here in Malaysia and or Singapore, Brunei, wherever I am, okay, I've sat down with the top leaders in this business and in other businesses around the world with I've been in this business for over 20 years. I've talked with the top leaders. How many nutritional experts do you think are the top leaders? Truly nutritional experts. There's not that many, okay? There are a lot of them are like you and me, who have been in this business, who have concerns, have desire to be. You don't have to be a nutritional expert to be successful in this business. What you have to do is you have to have a passion, a desire, a willingness to learn, and a willingness to help other people. If you take that and follow these steps over here, number one, if I'm going to sit down with you and I want to help you with your program, I would go here, establish, number one, your top 3 goals specifically from a health standpoint. We're talking from a health standpoint, as a product standpoint. What are your top 3 things? Maybe you want more energy. Maybe you want more, you're having challenge with your vision. Maybe you're having some challenges with your GI. Okay? Maybe it's your heart. Whatever the issue is, get the top 3 issues that the individual's having. Put it down on paper. Okay? Second, build your optimal health pyramid. I'm going to show you how to do that. And 3, once you've done that and been successful with that, teach others. Okay? It's that simple. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Here is the optimal health pyramid. It starts with aloe. Anybody have taken aloe, right? We've got some people who take aloe. Okay. Always start your program with aloe because it's almost 100% universal. Okay? Everybody has it in Malaysia. You have it in Singapore. You have it in Brunei. You can't say you don't have aloe. Aloe, that's where Rex started this business. And why is that so important is because aloe helps get the GI tract prepared for nutrition. It goes into the body and helps, if your GI tract, if your absorption rate in your small intestine is optimized, then every nutrient you take in Food, liquid, supplement, doesn't matter, it's better. And that's what aloe does. It goes into your GI system, and it helps all of the stomach, small intestine, large intestine. It goes in there, it soothes, it heals, it nourishes, just like it does on the exterior of your skin, it does it on the inside. And it gets your body prepared so that everything you take into it gets utilized better. You start with aloe. Understand, start with aloe and then build. Then you come here and find out core nutrition. There's certain products that you can take. Arctic Sea is a great product to take on a daily basis. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. And then sometimes you're going to have what's called a targeted nutrition, or specific, like we were talking about. You want to have something that helps with your eyes, or something that helps with your libido, or something along those lines. There are specific products that can help that. If you do your trainings and you look online, Forever Living has an incredible website with tons of information that helps you understand what these products can do for you. Hopefully you'll take the time and look at those products, understand what they do. You don't have to become a nutritional expert, but you should know what our products do and how they can benefit you, so that way you can benefit yourself and others. I want you guys to understand, it's really quite interesting. When I came on the plane over here to Malaysia, I grabbed one of the most popular nutritional catalogs that are coming out from the United States, okay? This is called Nutrition Industry Executive. Now, in this book, there actually was, they talked about the top 2 products in the whole world right now that they said is taking the world by storm. This is September of 2012. This is for the worldwide global nutrition. Guess what they happen to be? Number 1, guess. Aloe vera. This is the article right here. It says aloe vera is blooming. But you already knew that, didn't you? You've known that for a long time. For 30 years, you've known that aloe vera has been blooming. You've been way ahead of the world. Why? Because you have a visionary like Rex Mon that saw the value of and the vision of aloe vera a long time ago. But the rest of the world is trying to catch up. And they're more aware than ever of the benefits of aloe vera. And who is positioned to take advantage of that opportunity more than anybody else? Forever Living, right? Here we are. Biggest opportunity that's there. Guess what the second product was? Omega-3s fish oil products. Number 2. EFA is enhanced. Check it out. It talks all about the benefits of omega-3s and the benefits of DHA and EPA and how they can benefit you and your circulation and your cognition and your vision, understanding the benefits of this incredible product for all the different functions of your body. This is a core product that you want to take. Isn't it amazing that in 2012, the leading scientists in the world, the health authors, are trying to tell us, again, what you already know. You just need to take it and let the world know about it and build your business. 200 beneficial constituents, 18 amino acids, 8 enzymes, 20 minerals, 12 vitamins, including the key antioxidants, A, C, and E, over 1,000 different types of studies proving the efficacy of aloe vera. You have a special product. I hope you use it. Absorption is key. We talked about that. That's what aloe is key. Make sure it's part of your life. If you don't have it in your life, make sure you get a part of it in your life. Your biggest challenge is figuring out which aloe you want, because there's so many great versions that are out there. But I hope you have a chance. Aloe vera gel, you cannot go wrong. Now let's talk about our Forever Arctic Sea real fast. Why is Forever Arctic Sea so important? 1.1 grams of omega-3 per serving. The problem we have right now is the amount of omega-6s. Let me show you a graph real fast. Check this out. Back in the old days, we used to have roughly about a 1-to-1 ratio of omega-3s and omega-6s. Okay? Omega-6s are like canola oil, you have rapeseed oil, you have a lot of these vegetable oils that are out there, okay? Unfortunately, a lot of deep-fried foods and a lot of things are increase the amount of omega-6s with our deep-fried, fast-fried food. Well, over the time, everybody kept it the same, but look what's happened. Now it's shooting up, and we're getting up to a point where omega-6s up here are out of balance by 15 to 1, which many scientists believe is causing the massive amount of inflammation and health problems that are going on in the world that's causing a lot of the problems that people are having. Well, how do we get this balance back? The problem is a lot of people, fish is good, but people aren't eating, they can't eat the amount of fish or don't have the opportunity amount of fish that they can get the omega-3s. So how can we guarantee that we get ourselves the amount of omega-3s we need? Very simple. It's with our, why did that magazine article talk about omega-3s? Because the power of Arctic Sea to deliver 1.1 grams of omega-3 per serving gives you the confidence that you're getting that ratio back in balance, closer to a 1-to-1 ratio, which is the way nature intended. So when you think about Arctic Sea, don't just think, hey, I'm taking some fish oil, I hope it helps me. You are trying to maintain that balance between omega-3 and omega-6s that really helps your overall body. Look at the tandem power between aloe and omega-3s like Arctic Sea. Now, if you want to talk about, well, how good is Arctic Sea? How good of a product compared to all the other fish oils that are out there? Here's the letters of certification that prove the value. It is 5-star IFOS rated. That's the highest you can possibly get from a worldwide standard. The highest standard. That's the International Fish Oil Standards, okay? 5 stars. That's the material it's received. It's EU Senko approved. The Council for Responsible Nutrition it's hit and it's above the standard for Council of Responsible Nutrition. The World Health Organization set up a standardization level as well and said this is what fish oil should be. What does Forever have? A higher standard. And again, on each one of these individually, we do over 46 qualitative and quantitative tests to verify the quality of the product. Now, if you don't believe me, believe them. These are the world experts. The American Heart Association, the World Health Organization, the Mayo Clinic have all come out and said that omega-3s are critical to long-term health and wellness. If you look over here, in 2011, the American Heart Association for the first time recommended the consumption of omega-3s on a daily basis. Okay? That's landmark. Finally, modern science is catching up with us and realizing the benefits of what we've known. We keep seeing this time and time again. You know that we have the products. Have faith, have confidence. Build your products. You can see there's over 100,000 scientific studies. I don't know if you know this or not, but besides aspirin, there is not one ingredient that has been more researched in the entire world than omega-3s. Not one has had more published studies done than omega-3s. You want to talk, that's including pharmaceuticals and nutraceuticals, completely. Of all of them, this is the most well-researched, well-studied in the entire world. So you talk about why Arctic Sea is important, you talk about why aloe is important, and how it can benefit you and your life, your children, your friends, your family. You want to help them become better, you want to look better, you want to feel better, then you need to get serious about aloe, Arctic Sea, and maximizing this incredible opportunity you have here at Forever Living. I want you to know it is an absolute privilege for me to have been here. I'm so grateful that Greg asked me to come. It's been so wonderful to see so many of you. I want to wish you all the health and happiness you can possibly have. Know that we stand behind you and believe in you, and we will continue to make the absolute best quality products possible for the absolute best distributors in the world. Thank you so much for everything.